Alright guys, so I am sad and disappointed that I have to make a video like this today. But yesterday I posted a video doing an unboxing and review of this mask. It's a Part 7 Jason mask. It was given to me by Ernie Shell. And a little after it had been posted, I got a message from Tony Jarvis, who was also a hockey mask maker. And he claimed that I had been scammed and that the mask was actually painted by him, given to Cody Huskins, and apparently stolen by Ernie Shell. Little touch-up paint work and maybe modifying the scratches a little bit, and then sent to me, claiming to be the mask that I ordered. From the research that I've been able to find, apparently this Cody Huskins and Ernie Shell were friends. Something about a woman got involved. Now they're not friends, and it's being claimed that he stole the mask and sent it to me. Now, I don't care about his problems with his friend or his problem with his women, you know. I care if I got a stolen mask. So now, obviously, I'm not just going to believe this person that, I mean, I've seen his work. He does great work. But, you know, some random person telling me this, I want proof. So he sent me a bunch of pictures of him actually working on it, of Cody actually wearing it. And, you know, I started looking at them, and you can't compare exactly paint color because that can be affected by light and the camera you're using. So in the pictures I'm going to post, what you need to look at are the details, the scratches, the physical cuts into the mask, you know, the distance between the eyes and the chevron, all of those types of things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the mask that I received on the right and the mask that Tony made on the left. Now, they look very similar. Now, there are some differences, almost like some of the marks might have been widened a little bit, or, you know, some of the areas darkened up a little bit. Yeah, I'm a little suspicious at this point. So, next up, I took a look down here at the mouth area. And this appears to be the least altered area. And we're going to do a close-up on this, and my mask again is on the right, and the one that Tony made is on the left. And I'm going to superimpose them now. And I'm going to superimpose it and offset it just a little so that you can see, you know, the marks right next to each other. And as you can see from here, looks damn close. Now let's move them down and line them up together. Alright, now you can see they match up 100% perfectly. There is no way that two masks can line up that perfect. Okay, so when you're making these marks and everything, they're like fingerprints. You know, the distance measured from the hole to the line, between it and the next line, at the end where you pull the Dremel up and it tails off, they can be similar, they can be very close, but there is no way it can be perfectly matched up. It just can't happen. You know, the Dremel you used one day might be wore down a little from the Dremel bit that was in the one you're using to make this other mask. Or you might push a little bit harder and make the line a little wider. Maybe you started just a millimeter down further than you did on a different mask. You can make masks very close, but you cannot make them perfect. So after examining and comparing these masks, I've determined that this is indeed the mask that was stolen that Tony told me about. So I'm going to be returning it to its rightful owner. That being said, Ernie, I don't know how you justify doing something like this, whether you had problems with somebody or not, whether they did you wrong or not. Stealing something and sending it to me, claiming it to be your work, is not right. You know, I had 2 previous transactions with Ernie. I made videos doing reviews and unboxing of his masks that he sent me. I've always been a big supporter because I've had nothing but good experiences until now. And, you know, I stood up for you on Facebook when people would claim, you know, that you had stiffed them, that they'd been waiting for years. And I'm like, well, I ordered a mask and it got here, you know, in a couple weeks. And every transaction I've always had has been good. No more. I am so disappointed. I'm done. I don't want any more to do with him, any more contact. I'm going to be removing those videos. I'll make sure this gets returned to Cody, and And you know what? Buyer beware.
All right, today we decided there's not a lot going on. We're going to be groundbreakers, right?
Yep.
I've not seen this. You seen this?
No.
Nobody in true crime has done reaction videos. But we got emailed some stuff. Wow, it's a little old. But nonetheless, we thought we'd give it a shot.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Let's see what's up. It's Benny. And it's got something to do with Tiffany from what I read in the description.
Interesting.
Let's see.
It is it's in reference to a situation with Tiffany Marie. Unfortunately, Tiffany has an issue with some of the research that I've been doing as of late. She's made some pretty nasty comments, and and I just just let them kind of roll off my back.
Let it roll off his back.
Then why is he doing this video?
Right. And I've seen him screaming at her in other videos.
Yeah, you think about that. That don't make sense.
Roll off your back. Come on.
But one of her people from her side, they say they're her top moderator. And I don't know that to be the truth specifically.
So this person that, I don't know if it's real or not. It could be somebody that just messing around. But
Yeah.
I'm going to get all pissed off and make a video.
Yeah.
Could be her mod. I don't
know. But it is from someone that I don't know, and I'd like to read it. I think it goes a long way into understanding the duplicity of what we do here and what we actually do or need.
Benny,
spit it out.
I've always heard that dumb people talk with their hands.
You call me dumb? I do that sometimes.
That's what I've heard.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
You can talk with your hands too.
Very rarely, unless I'm trying to be expressive. But I mean, he's,
okay, yeah.
Come on.
Overly talking with hands.
Yeah, I've never seen you act like you're having a freak out.
Yeah.
While telling a damn story.
Need to do in real life. Tiffany held on to a call between her and 423 Chase. She held it for 4 days. Upon the fourth day, she had gotten over how she had these feelings about the call.
So this is say-so. So somebody, maybe a moderator, told him this and had an exact timeline. So
yeah,
that's kind of weird. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I can buy that. Somebody told him she had it for 4 days.
Yeah.
Maybe she was trying to verify it.
Yeah.
Before she
made a big deal out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
She didn't know. She didn't know. She did know. She did know. She did know. She did know.
She didn't know. She didn't know. I don't know. Who knows?
It took her 4 days in her mind to figure out whether or not she needed to turn the call from Brad into the police. Now, on the fourth day, she decided that she would turn the call in.
Okay. Day 4, she's decided. Can't sit on this no longer. I'm turning it in.
Right.
You called up.
Yep.
So she turns the call in. The call, we all know, we heard it. It had to do with a residence in Indiana, and the child was there and she was safe.
Okay.
Took her 4 days to report that. When she reported it on the 96th hour,
He had that prepped.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't go in his mind 4 days. How many hours?
24 plus 24,
Yeah.
48, 48 plus 48. Yeah, he had that prep.
Yeah. You know, he can't do that kind of math in his head.
she waited 4 more hours and then went live with the call. So, us logical, critical thinkers, even with brain injuries, Tiffany, we know.
Apparently, he has a brain injury.
Oh, sorry, Benny.
I'm sorry, man. That explains a lot.
That in the time it took you to report it and go live, that was never enough time for 2 agencies to correlate and clear that lead. So
Did you get what he's saying?
Mm-hmm. There was enough time for them to see what was going on.
Right. He's saying there wasn't enough time after she turned the lead in
Mm-hmm.
for it to be investigated before she went on air and let it loose on a live.
Gotcha.
Which,
I get that, but maybe.
I get that.
what you actually did was created a scenario where, with your irresponsible motive, and with the bones, I might add, created a scenario that if that bullshit was true, they could have moved that girl in 5 seconds. They could have moved the girl while they watched your live.
He gets awful mad
Mhm.
because I want you to think about this. You see how wired up he
Yeah.
looks? This didn't happen.
Right.
None of what he's saying, this could have happened.
Yeah, and he knows that.
And he knows that. Look how into this he is. This, to me, is acting.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let me read what one of your people texted to me.
Okay. Who's going to read it? Benny's going to read
I
it?
guess.
Damn. Like Dawn Phonics worked for me.
Says, feelings have no bearing on whether or not something should be reported or not. You report. Spend the next 4 days or longer sorting out how you felt about it, and then maybe talk about it live. Not spend 4 days sorting how you feel about it, then report it, then go live. How you feel makes no difference in determining the right thing. Each day that went by out of the 4 days could have been Summer's last if that story were in fact true.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, me too.
I think he wrote that,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
They mentioned 4 days in the letter 1,000,000 times too. Just that.
Let me ask you this, Benny. You said you were going undercover, right? Did you tell the police everything you found? No. Didn't he say that?
He didn't find shit.
Yeah.
What's he going to tell him?
So,
Not giving Ellie enough time to investigate that claim before letting the world know could expedite her demise. She said Summer wasn't in.
Could expedite her demise.
God, I felt spit on my head on that.
I feel like there's a billboard up or something
Mm-hmm.
because he either that or he's having a good night,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
But God, I thought he spit right all over us. Then he
Mhm.
could have went on Mad Dog, didn't he?
Indiana, Benny. So, you knew it was bullshit then, huh, Tiffany? Maybe you do now, but then, so then we've come full circle. Why?
I think he's starting to confuse himself.
Oh, several. Yeah.
He-
I think he confused himself to confuse us.
I don't know, man.
You're like, what is
But
this?
then what happened when it was back in the day?
Why did you handle that info in a way that if it was true or had any merit, it could have made Summer meet her demise? That's lovely. You ever think, Tiffany?
You ever think you're dramatic as hell, Benny?
Yeah, really.
Come on, dude. Really? This didn't have any effect on anything.
No.
You're acting like she blew it.
Yeah. That's
You
not
know?
the situation. So.
And I'm pretty sure the situation was the kid was fine. There was no situation
Right.
whatsoever.
Right.
So, in fact, she gave the cops 4 more days to search on something important instead of investigating what turned out to be nothing.
Right.
So I wouldn't be so mad that she turned it in late. I'd be more mad that she turned it in and wasted resources on something that was nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably put a fucking pound of makeup on
Language.
before you did that. So can you imagine you're putting your makeup on to do a live where you're going to expose information that has not been covered by law enforcement?
He's dramatic as
Yeah.
hell, ain't he?
Yeah. What does it matter?
Still, the point is nothing came of none of that, and he is so invested in slamming her ass to the ground over it.
You're putting makeup on to potentially create a scenario that could have made Summer meet her demise. I don't know what a
Toaster oven went off. His bagel bites are ready. Benny, come get your bagel bites. Not now, Mom. I'm on a video.
else I have to say about that. Guys, want you to remember, I love all of you individually.
I feel so loved.
Individually.
Wow.
Wow. What'd you think?
Interesting.
You think those were bagel bites?
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Or, yeah, probably.
No,
Yeah.
there was. All right. Well, that's the Benny reaction video. See what you guys think. Let us know. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe. Going on.
Nope. See y'all later.
Several protesters yelled at the parents of Summer Wells as they worked on a home in the Edenburg Park community of Kingsport.
It's scary. It's scary for sure. I mean, Candace was in tears and she was shaking and all that. She's scared.
The group heard yelling profanities at the parents and loudly claiming the parents had something to do with Summer's disappearance.
Let the police do their job. I mean, I feel that they're just making a mockery out of everything for their YouTube channel and personal gain. I don't think they pretend that they're all about Summer and they care about Summer, but I think otherwise.
But Wells says today was not the first time he's seen the protesters. From his front porch this weekend, several hundred feet from the road, he could hear protesters screaming over bullhorns.
You know, the protesters, been coming to our house probably 6 times in total and just making a mockery out of everything.
Are you afraid for your life?
Well, I mean, there at first it was very scary. It could be bad, it could be dangerous, it has been, but we just want to get back to normal. And
Wells says the protesters' presence has been taxing.
I remember my stomach being in a knot just constantly, not being able to sleep. And if I did sleep, when I woke up, as soon as I wake up, first thing on my mind is Summer. Where's Summer? And just begging God, just constantly, that was my baby, my little girl. She was always with me.
Wells keeps in contact with investigators, not giving up hope.
I even hear from people time to time where TBIs has contacted them because their cell phone happened to ping in the area. So I know that they're still working and they're still looking into things.
Hello, Mama 5. Thank you, Honest Rage. How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good. Thank you, Glitter. Thank you, Terry. Just give me a few minutes here while I fix this all. Hey, Trude. Yeah. I'm trying to do right now. Hold on, guys, just a minute.
Say something. You're just standing there. This is going to be horrible. Anything. Ah, this is getting so awkward. Say something. I shit y'all not. That's real time. That's a Candace live. Ain't that wild as hell? How's everybody doing this morning? I hit y'all with the big three this morning, didn't I? Earn Dog, Bernard, and Molly Go Loudly. What'd y'all think of that? Yeah, it wasn't paused. It wasn't slowed down. None of that. I played it exactly like it was played. And there's people sitting watching that. I get creeped out over the long, quiet, silent times myself. I'm scared. I'm like, what is she thinking? Ugh. She has the same lives as JSB. I called her live the other day. Because I go on YouTube, I hit the live, I see who's live, you know what I'm saying? And she was on, and I was like, let's see what she's talking about. I clicked it on, and she's doing shit, but the mic's off, and she's not responding to anybody, And then she sits there and she's having her stove, and I'm like, why are you live? To not even be live. That's like me going live when I'm on the throne or something, just sitting there reading the paper. What the hell, man? And sure enough, well, there weren't a lot of people in there, but there was a few. Does the holler not recolor on how to do these lives? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all bizarre. I seen Andrew was live this morning. Did y'all see that? I thought, let's check it out. Let's just see what Andrew's talking about this morning. I mean, that's a bunch of nonsense. Talking about shit he shouldn't have been talking about as usual. I know there was some stuff happened yesterday with, I think Jimmy did a tour of the area. Y'all don't know who Jimmy is, Dolly. And apparently I missed something because Andrew's real pissed. Sorry, y'all. I was checking the phone. As y'all can see, no co-host this morning. And I haven't even seen her. She still not even made it to the driveway. Saw some of that blue and gold. Blue and gold, thanks for modding the other night. I really appreciate it. You still have your wrench? I don't think we took it off. How's everybody doing? What do y'all want to talk about this morning? Amber Heard taking the stand. Poor little Summer never stood a chance. I know, man. And, you know, I seen where I played that video about Don talking about all them coming to his work. And I seen that quite a few people was like, I don't agree with doing that. You know, you shouldn't mess with somebody's job. That's exactly right. And I know a lot of people can be like, oh, he deserves everything he gets. But think about it this way, okay? While Don's working, he's paying child support for the boys. So if he's not going to be in jail, why in the hell wouldn't you want him working? Think about it. Right? And I don't agree with messing with somebody's job either. I always felt like, especially a man had a family, you mess with his job, you know, that's pretty damn severe. I'd be upset, let's say. There's no way I would subscribe to the anti-pod due to the fact I want neat facts, no more BS from the criminals that know what has happened to our summer. Well, I don't know if he knows or not, but yeah, I think you might have the criminal part right. Either that or I tell you, I really feel like he keeps doing this panda shit, which I've brought up to him myself, and he's doing it for attention. But he shouldn't be out there talking about H as much as he is. You know, he don't need to discuss his personal relationship with H as much as he does. Saw Jimmy's live. He didn't harass anyone. I didn't say he harassed anybody. Candace stuff is super annoying. Yeah, Jennifer, it is. And I really think that's for attention more than anything else. I really do. And I'm not saying he ain't couldn't be a bad dude, might not have done some horrible shit. But I really feel like when it comes to the panda thing, he's doing that because he knows it gets to people. Why else would you do it? I mean, there's no reason. Well, either he does it because he knows it gets to people, or he uses it as a symbol like people say he does. Those are your two options. So either way, he's an ass for not just getting rid of them. You know? Do they mean that much to you, dude? Come on. I think you're right, John. It's for attention. And JJ, I know that you give him a chance and stuff, or for you to say that makes me really suspect I'm right. DW is much more lively on the throne, LOL. Man, that's crazy, ain't it? I tell you though, I've seen it a couple times. People go to the bathroom live. I saw it and he didn't. Sheesh. Well, I'm just saying, Dan, I don't want other people to get confused about that. And he didn't. What did he do? Andrew's all butthurt about whatever happened. But I know CW knows the truth, and rewatching the interviews of DW is sickening. I know, and that's what I've been doing, because I got this little group started where I'm going to go back and we're going to go through stuff that's old and like try to restart the investigation. And I'm trying to stick with just facts. I'm going to stay away from all the noise because there's a lot of it. I haven't been on AH's channel since I asked that question. Yeah. I go there just because I think it is a connection to that New York trip. I wonder if people really put themselves in other shoes if H was your child. Oh, well, I told Andrew this morning, because he was saying H cusses him and everything else. I said, well, it's his dad that needs to straighten that shit out. Watched the video this morning with 5 questions, was really good. Yeah, I seen it. I commented #Gary. He asked if he could talk. He identified himself as a YouTuber and they turned him down. Dolly left. That's basically it. Who did he talk to that didn't know he was a YouTuber? Or they want your attention? No, Brandy's in the driveway is what it is. Just told my dog to hush. It wasn't my dog whining, LOL. Yeah, it was Harley. Just hear who we're talking about. We was talking about H and being all butthurt this morning over Dolly. Can't concentrate. Your pup got to pee. We can't wait. No, it's Brandy. She gets excited as hell when Brandy gets home. Well, when anybody comes home. She identifies the school bus now. When the air brakes on the school bus go off to let my boys off, there she goes. Because she's supposed to be my son's dog. He's the one that really, really wanted her. But she loves me and Brandy more than anybody. She stays wherever we're at. Don't she?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're a little bit behind, ain't you?
Sorry.
That's all right.
Starbucks will really, that's what made me think.
My son used to F-bomb one day. I'm glad he had a helmet on his head because I tried my best to crown him. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anybody should beat your kids, but you just put your foot down, man. If you draw a damn line, you have got to enforce that line. Hi, Mama Bear. Hey, John, my hubby come through the house and said, what is that? I said, that is Harley on YouTube. What's that noise? Whose dog's that? That's funny. Did he know who Harley was, Dixie, when you told him that? Did Dolly ever talk to H or just watch him? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get the lowdown on. Well, Mama Bear knows. Mama Bear, what is Andrew so upset with H about? Or upset with Jimmy about? Dolly said he would pay H if he would talk to him, but they declined. Ah. Really? How old is the alleged fiance? I don't know. We'll find some of these answers shortly, I'm sure. I'm sure some people in here know what the lowdown is on all that. Sorry, I didn't hear the question. Why is Andrew so pissed this morning? I didn't exactly get why. A lot of us missed what happened last night. Dolly introduced himself as Hunter and said who he was, asked to talk. They declined, and then he left. That sounds pretty non-eventful. Jimmy is Dolly from Dolly Vision. Who's Jimmy? I feel like I don't have a clue what's going on. Yeah. Riley's doing better. I didn't know depression was a post-COVID issue. Now we know. Really? I didn't know that either. Oh, thank you, Mama Mac. I love you guys, John and Brandy. I know Andrew was talking about H, and he was saying that H is, and I don't feel like I'm spilling it, but he was saying H is really out of hand right now. All because he was being lied on by Allie, and Dolly didn't ask if he could interview. I didn't get to watch all Dolly's video yet, but he didn't ask, I'm guessing. You know what Allie was probably pissed about? Because she was probably wanting to negotiate how much money would be given to her. I was listening to the local, and that was talking about JS, and also had a few things to say about Tim. Really? Talking about Jody Sue, and also had a few thoughts to say about Tim. Tim is creepier than I thought. Yeah, he's pretty damn creepy. I just seen, I don't know who's exactly behind the shoe thing, but for those that don't know what I'm talking about, there's apparently shoes out, and they have pictures of missing kids on the inside of the tongue. And I thought that's just crazy as hell to have that on the inside of the tongue. How is that going to help look for missing kids, having their picture on the inside of the shoe? That is creepy as hell. Dolly's supposed to try to find Tim Mullins today. We should tune in for that, definitely. Right? Most definitely. Allie told Dolly that she wasn't allowed to talk to anyone about Summer. Huh. That's interesting. Why now? She's done told every damn thing she could possibly know. Unless she's in on it. Seems a little late to put a gag on her now. Might as well just put the pic in the insole. That's just crazy. I know, right? That tells you right there. It ain't about getting their picture out there. There's no way. Right? It does nothing to help find missing children. That's ridiculous. Did y'all see the video I played at the very beginning about the hockey mask? Dolly's been respectful to everyone he has talked to. Yeah, he don't seem like the type of guy that would be an asshole. Those shoes are exploiting missing children. You damn right they are. That's exactly right. And the ones I seen were expensive as hell. They were like more than LeBron's. And they're ugly too. Did anyone hear the story about the neighbor's son getting caught in the woods on the Wells property? The neighbor's son. So who is that? Jody Sue's son? Age gets upset because he wants Hunter's content for his own channel. Well, he said there he wasn't going to talk about it no more. No, I don't know. The whole glitchy shoes thing, there it is, went way beyond just weird. Yes. Thank you, Quinky Dink. It's creepy as hell. You are exactly right. Everyone involved in this case is horrible, from the people directly involved to the people inserting themselves into the case. Yes. And I tell you what the sad thing is. If you just look for anything that's going on around Candace or anything, you get nothing to do with none of that. It's all just noise. That's it. You know what? Just noise. Do you think I should go talk to Dolly today? Don't think so. He is so silly, stupid, I think. No, Dixie, but you could come talk to me when I come. You gonna come meet me somewhere? We're gonna have dinner. I just got here rough morning. I watched my daughter's dog last night. He pooped everywhere, even on my couch. Oh, I'd be so pissed. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. You want the light on? No.
Well, if you turn that one. Oh.
If you what? We don't need it.
If you want to, I don't care. I think it looks fine. There's a little bit of a shadow, but either turn it on or not, but don't hit it again.
Party.
You want me to do it?
No. If we're good.
How's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that better? All right, guys. Sorry. Yes, when you're ready to come down here, yes, we will eat dinner and I will show you around. Yes, that's awesome. You can be our tour guide, Dixie.
Who's down there, Dolly?
Mm-hmm. He's down there right now.
Cool.
He's going to try to talk to Tim Mullins today, they were saying. I'd like to see that, wouldn't you?
Interesting, yeah. Interesting.
Wish Dolly said, hey, JD, you want to collab on this? I'd be down there with Dolly questioning Tim. You know it?
Mm-hmm.
Tim, you're creepy as hell. You wig me out. What's it all about? Throw him the mic.
Yeah, he is weird.
Tim, why so creepy?
But everybody is. Well, a lot of people are.
Yes, Tim, everybody thinks you're creepy. I've heard the creepometer at a 9 for about everybody. He said he was paying to talk to people.
Paying to talk to people? You have to pay them? Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying. Which, you know, if I thought I would get honest answers and it might help, I'd pay somebody to talk to me, wouldn't you?
Yeah. If they would answer your questions, not give you the runaround, that would have to be the deal. You have to answer something, you know?
Yeah, if I'm paying your ass, you want to answer every question I ask. And well, I don't guess that's much I could do. They'd probably just lie to you.
Yeah. He's trying to make his money, I guess. That's what.
You know, I'm sorry, and I've thought about this and thought about this. And don't get me wrong, I think if it was, it's, well, never mind.
What?
I know it's going to piss a bunch of people off, so I'm just going to keep it to myself.
That's what I'm saying.
Dolly was very upset that Summer's billboard on the Wells property was all overgrown with vines and could no longer be seen. He wanted permission from Candace to clear it out. Wow.
She can't even do that.
Not even trying to fake it anymore, are they?
Mm-mm.
It's like there is no effort to even show they care about Summer anymore. Is there?
No.
They don't care what me and you think. They don't care what nobody thinks. You know, they ain't hiding it no more.
Definitely.
Oh, Miss Glass, very good. Allie said today or yesterday that she couldn't talk about Summer's case anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Glass just had an excellent thought.
Okay.
Maybe Allie can't interview because she's testified to a grand jury. Just a thought.
Maybe. Good idea. Yeah. Might
Miss
be a good
Glass, you are on it this morning. That is a very good point, ain't it?
one. Yep. Maybe something's happening.
Very good point. Even Voices Behind the Wall has changed their opinions of DW and CW.
Really?
Yep.
They were for them at one time, I guess. Right?
Well, I don't know. You know, shit.
That's Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't talk about Summer anyways a lot. They'll talk about themselves. I don't know. Every time I listen to their live, they're not talking about Summer. It's always another creator or something. I can't listen to that.
Dolly said there were no missing pictures or posters up anywhere. Sad. Yeah, I've heard that before. You know it?
Yep.
So,
I would be having one everywhere. Anywhere I could put one.
yeah,
Sign. Yeah.
I would too. Especially around the area, you know. I would hope that it would make somebody crack having to see the damn flyer every day of their life.
Yeah.
Anyone else here that Candace had a hip replacement surgery recently?
No.
No. You reckon Ernie done threw her hip out?
Maybe.
Possibly. Gosh, she's awful young for that.
She's been MIA lately.
Maybe that's what it's all about. You reckon?
Or she's been told not to be talking to people, maybe. Who knows?
There's always fights with other creators and it gets too exhausting. I don't see how people keep up with
Yeah, me neither.
who's friend this week.
It's drama. It's like high school. Back in high school.
God, her computer's slow. as
Mine's
shit,
froze
so.
too.
Not a fan of Voices Behind the Wall. She is worse than Beanie at the money grubbing. There's a lot of money exchanges in a lot of these places.
I guess there's people that like her because she's always got like tons of people in her.
I heard one time that her mom started that channel.
Oh, really?
Is what somebody told me, and she took it over. Well, for anyone wondering about those dogs, Dolly had firsthand knowledge yesterday of their presence. Yeah.
What about the dogs?
I'm thinking it's just saying that the dogs do bark,
Oh,
is what I'm
okay.
assuming.
Yeah.
I never had that question, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me after what we've heard from when Chris was up there and any other time. Hell, during their news interview, the damn dogs are barking.
Yeah.
Why did BK take that shoe to Texas? Isn't that bizarre?
Yeah. I remember.
I heard somebody say it was a keepsake. I don't know. Who knows? He's probably going to eBay it. Dolly Vision said there's going to be a vigil for summer June 15th at the jail.
At the jail?
I guess that's to get it done.
Maybe.
I don't
okay.
know, man. I don't know. That's disrespectful to Summer, in my opinion. I don't know about that. You know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I have to think about that. My opinion, the vigil being at the sheriff's is problematic. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know about all that. I think you should do a vigil.
Focus on Summer, not because trying to get the dog.
Yeah.
That's the reason, trying to start stuff.
Yeah.
So,
That's like trying to get him fired. Some of this stuff, I don't know about it, man. I don't know if I agree with it. Dolly said the dogs were fine, aggressively acting at first and then friendly. Exactly.
they all bark, probably, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you know they let him know he was there.
Yeah. Mine still won't come up. Look, it's sitting there spinning. Arlie, why are you lying? It's weird. The chat comes up.
What's that red X at the bottom about?
I don't know.
I'd check into that. That's awful. I just really hope everybody tries to be fairly respectful on June 15th.
Yeah.
And not turn it into a shit show. I really do. The farm is organizing it, which is why I'm suspicious.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
No, me either.
I don't want to go there today. Dolly said there was only 2 dogs who came to the road where he was. There ain't that many. I don't think there's half as many as there used to be there anymore.
Right.
I don't like Don and Candace, but Betty and MGL should never have gone to his job site. I agree. Me and Brandy have a reaction video lined up that has something to do with some of those people.
Yeah.
The reaction video went over very well. We're going to try to do some more of them. I think I might even start doing them like while I'm looking into shit and just give y'all my process as I watch it, what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all think. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I love reaction video. Yeah, I like doing them. Me and Brandy have a good time with that, don't we?
Somebody sent us a message. True crime don't do reaction videos.
Yeah. They don't do reaction videos.
I didn't know there's guidelines. We do what we
I know.
want to do.
That's why
And
we're
what-
groundbreakers.
And what are people like? You know, just because one person don't like it.
Great. I love the reaction video. Thank you.
It changes it up a little bit.
Is CW still on the hill or not?
I don't know. We
I
haven't
don't
heard
know,
anything
man.
from her.
And I tell you what, I've watched a bunch of trash trying to keep up with what she's up to, and
Me
I
too.
don't know. I couldn't tell you. You know, and if she tells you, she's probably lying. There's a lot to react to. Yeah, you got that right. The dogs that came last time when MGL was there was Jody, Sue, and Andy's dogs. So KS said. KS, who's that? Huh.
I'm not good with initials. Keyz.
Well, They fake that shit up anyway. They're sitting there. These poor dogs are starving because they're taking begging treats. Bacon. What do you call them things? I can't believe it ain't bacon.
Yeah, something like that. Bacon strips. I don't know. Y'all know what.
Why did I say I can't believe it's not bacon? Oh, wow. Is that a tagline?
It's
for
butter.
that?
I can't believe it's.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm saying, where am I going
I
with this?
don't know.
Well, cracking cases, and Dolly said 1,000 people could be up there searching, and it would still not be enough. They need those people go in and search more, especially the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why the sheriff or law enforcement, when they came out with that news conference on the news, says that she's around there somewhere. Why do they say that? Do you think? What do you think?
Well, I think they're basically trying to tell you they don't think it was an abduction that took her out of the area.
Oh,
I think. Some channels are investigating, some are observing, some are rumor mills. Take your pick.
yeah. That's what I'm going to talk about, people. You know, I have my channels I like, and everybody else does too. So if I talk about somebody, I'll give them to me. Sometimes I forget.
I don't.
What? Don't talk about people.
No, I I don't mind talking shit about people when they earn it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to call some BS out. I agree, Pineapple Pam, too many rumor mills. We need to stick to facts only. Yeah.
And that's what we try to do. Even if y'all ask us a question, if we don't know, we'll say we don't know. We don't make something up.
Yeah. I think that's what the problem is right now. Is it's so far in left field that there's nothing positive going on. I want to tell y'all what. Me and Brandy watched a damn good documentary yesterday. It was called "Don't F with Cats" on Netflix, and it showed how these people tracked down a murderer, and they had such original thinking of how to figure stuff out. It was inspirational to us, wasn't it? These guys did excellent work on. I mean, they was like taking still shots of this video to try to find out who this person was because they were killing cats. Like they put cats in a vacuum bag and sucked all the air out of it.
Oh, don't tell people that.
It was horrible what this dude was doing.
Yeah. And they tracked him down. The cops wouldn't do anything. They finally solved it. And he started off with cats, but ended up killing somebody. Yeah.
I think it was Nana's channel that was talking about trying to get the case audited. I heard somebody talk about that the other day, saying that it would be a good idea.
Oh, Jennifer's watched it.
You seen it, Jennifer? It's on Netflix. It's called "Don't F with Cats," and this dude's running around torturing cats and filming it. And these people.
It's bad.
It's bad.
I didn't want to watch it for that, but it's good.
I didn't watch because was afraid of animal cruelty.
Yeah.
It talks a lot about it. It don't show too much. It does show him though. I ain't gonna tell you.
I don't even like the idea of it. I couldn't watch it. I liked it, but I don't know.
I'm just saying it really opened up my mind to trying to think of new things we can actually do that is kind of investigating.
Productive, yeah.
Productive, exactly. And it had some good ideas. Luca Magnotta, yes, that's him, Barb. That was the dude's name. He's creepy as shit. He made up like 50 fan clubs for himself, trying to, like, I guess, launch him into stardom.
Yeah.
And he was so vain. It's like he kills this dude. They got him on camera. He comes out, goes and gets gloves and shit. And as he's coming back in, he does this in front of the mirror for like 5 minutes.
But his mom sits
Checks
there
his butt out
and defends him. His mother.
Yeah, and his mom's on there defending him. All these people chasing him on the internet are killers. Really?
Which I know, your mom, and you try to protect your kids.
I would not defend my son if he did what that guy did. I would be hunting him too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I created this spawn, now I gotta take him out, right?
No, I wouldn't say take him out.
If he was killing people and torturing cats online,
you would kill your son or take him out.
If he was doing that, I would definitely get his ass put in jail.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be known as the father of the worst serial killer in history. What would you do? Just be like, oh, y'all leave him alone.
No.
He's just growing.
He should be in jail. No. You just worded it weird.
Sorry, man. I apologize. I think everybody got what I meant. That dude is horrible. He did the meanest shit you can think of to cats. I'm just going to leave it open to your mind, because if you think of the worst thing, he did that. Just for attention. It's unbelievable. I still thinking back to it think, I mean, it takes a little bit to shock me anymore. You know, I've seen it hurt it all. But when I watched that, I was like, my God, this dude, man. Ugh. Happened about 3 years ago. So look how long it took to get that POS. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So a lot of y'all watched it. Some of you.
I think a lot of people heard of it, definitely. Yeah. Hi, Brenda. It was bad, though.
Yeah. Did everybody, I missed it. You asked them about Wednesday. if they liked it.
How do y'all think the Live with Harsh went Wednesday? I think it was all right, pretty good,
I think it was
informative.
pretty
I've seen it. He was disgusting. Sandra, he was horrible.
Yeah.
That dude is a.
I would be embarrassed if that was my son.
Oh God.
But I don't. Do you think?
I would be scared if that was my son. Just if I knew what he did to the cat.
Yeah.
I would be getting him committed for that, because they say animal torture is a big
Leads to something else. Yeah.
clue that you got serial killer capabilities. Harley, we can't play fetch right now.
I'm too compassionate. I feed all the stray cats. I hate animals going without food. I just can't do it. And they get on to me, but I don't care.
Oh, Harley's on camera. Playing with your toy dog, Dixie, that you got her.
It's probably my fault. We got a lot of stray cats, but I cannot not feed them, and they starve.
Yeah.
And they all come to our house. I guess we're the only ones that have cat food. I don't know.
Happy Mother's Day, Brandy.
No, thank you.
Mother's Day is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go see my mama. See Mama DTC. See what she's up to.
Yeah. Did they say if they liked the live? I'm sure they did like the live. I think we had pretty good comments from everybody.
Harsh is taking a lot of heat over his views about Randy Neal, but I agree with him. Harsh and you balance each other out beautifully. I like to wind him up and let him go, you know what? Somebody said the other night, they was like, man, you just let Harsh talk the whole time. I was like, well,
We talk all the time.
did you see any openings for me to get in there? I
Hey,
didn't.
I got a sentence or two in, maybe.
He was being so informative. I was like, why would I interject, you know?
Mm-hmm. And he gives the information in a way you have to really think about it, you know? So that's the best thing. You know, it might open everybody's mind up. With maybe treat people the same. Like you should be looking at Brandy just like Candace.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think that's what works the best is me. I try to think about what people ask me a lot, and I throw it at Harsh and let him go with it, and I think it works out perfect. I don't mind not having to talk, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Me either.
It takes a lot of pressure off me. That's why me and Brandy was talking too. We're going to start having some more guests. I got one I think I'm going to ask. And hopefully,
Some other ones. If y'all have any maybe ideas, let us know.
let us know. And
You know, somebody we could get along with and has some similar views, you know.
yeah, I'm going to try to start helping. I'm going to look more at people that are up and coming that I think are good, solid people who are doing things for the right reason and who really care. And I'm going to start helping them out.
Yeah.
You know I would have loved back when I had 800 subs for somebody been like, hey, you want to come on and, you know,
Chit chat.
I'd have been like, yeah, to the yes. You know?
Yeah, I like getting other people's point of view too. So
Pam trying to start a damn fight with us this morning.
why was
Read her question.
Right
there.
Brady, is John a good listener at home? Heck no. He's got a brandy filter he turns on and off. I'll talk to him for hours. Don't know what else.
Have no clue what she was talking about. She gets mad too. Sometimes I'll be like, what? And she'll be like, I stopped talking 5 minutes ago and you're just now saying what?
I just don't repeat it and I'll go on.
What's your opinion of Candace saying, as a mother, she made the ultimate sacrifice for Summer?
What was that? Sacrifice. What the hell did she do?
What was she talking about, Dana? In what context was she making a sacrifice?
No, that don't sound right at all. Does it?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused.
Because she gave birth to her?
Is that what she's saying?
I don't know.
My husband is the same way, selective hearing.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he has.
Y'all need to invite Angel Talks Too Loud and Michelle After Dark on lives. Well, that's another thing. A lot of people think if they have a lot of subscribers, they're too good to be on JDTC. And I'm not talking about either one of those, but people with more than me, more subscribers, seem to be
arrogant.
Yeah. And I'm not talking about everybody because I haven't talked to that many, but I would rather help somebody out, you know.
Yeah, me too.
I feed all the stray animals and make sure they have water.
Yeah, I do that too.
She was talking to Ernie and said it. She was supposed to get back with Ernie about it in 2 days.
About what?
About saying that she gave the ultimate sacrifice. That's a sales pitch right there. Tune in on my live in 2 days and Candace will tell us what she meant. You know what?
Maybe she, you know how her vocabulary gets weird. Maybe she thought that word meant something else. I don't know, because that's weird saying that.
Yeah. Maybe she's trying to insinuate that she give her to somebody to get her away from Dawn. I mean, we know that's not what happened, but maybe that's where she's going to go with it. Who knows, you know? Probably giving some away to pay drug debt off.
Who knows?
Oh.
I just don't see how people think they can get away with that. Which I guess if they did, they had. But I'm just saying.
Right.
I don't know. It's strange. Very strange.
It's odd. You know, I just I feel like all they're doing is setting shit up, though, don't you? Kinda. This is funny. Oh shit, I messed up.
I would like to get Candace sober so I could ask her some intelligent questions, but she still probably wouldn't answer.
Nah. My husband tells me 10 words or less. Pam, try making a point 10 words or less. LOL, I wish I could. Pam, you can't even get your story started in 10 words or less.
Did you have I bet she had a problem in school trying to pay attention. I know they used to not diagnose ADHD.
Yeah, they used to think you was off out of hand.
Yeah.
If y'all mention other creators that gives them credits, I write down all podcasts that mention other creators. Well, I mean, I just ain't throwing them all out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to help somebody that's bad intentions or not doing it for the right reason. Lately, I've been studying the channels that Jody Sue. She has changed her story quite a bit. Wonder why. God bless you, Pam, for studying her because
somebody's got to do it.
Oh, I have so much trouble watching her. She'll go 30 seconds in between sentences. You know when Dawn might get out of jail? Let's see. February 7th is the day he went in, I'm pretty sure, right? So
3 more months.
March, April, May, June, July, August 7th. Should be August 7th or around in there. If he does everything right.
Then what does he have to do?
He's got to do some kind of drug thing. And
yeah.
It's still a little bit. I think that's when people's going to start getting real triggered.
Yeah.
Is when Dawn's getting ready to get out of jail. And like me and Harsh was talking about, everybody's assuming Utah's got his ass, but it's going to be hard to prosecute it without him confessing. But I don't know. I don't want people to think I'm pulling for him or downplaying it, but I don't want everybody to be just out of hand bummed if he doesn't go to jail. Do you want to remember when CW kept posting up on Facebook all the different pics and statements regarding her going to dip out to the Caribbean to get lost and enjoy life in somewhere on one of the islands.
No. Well, that might be
No,
what
I
she
haven't
is.
even seen those. I can't watch her. I said the channels that did, it can't reach through screen and smack the spit out of her mouth. I just can't.
Jennifer said he did confess to it.
Right. But I don't know how much they can use what he said on internet and all that. Listen, I don't want him to get out of it. Trust me, everybody. I don't. I'm just saying, I don't want everybody
to get their hopes up.
To get their hopes way up and something happen.
Yeah.
Because it is 40 years old and he didn't confess to investigators, I don't think. And, you know, if anybody has a bunch of knowledge on what went on with him and investigators, that's a problematic, because then he could probably use that to get out of it. I'm sure that would violate the law for anybody to be telling what was asked and what was said in questioning. Pray that Don gets charged for the crimes in Utah. I do too.
Yeah.
I think he should pay for that, especially, you know, he's got away with it all this time. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
I hate it when people late in life then get put in jail for something they did a long time ago and they don't serve out 5 or 10 years and they're gone. You know?
Or the other way around. They didn't do it and spent 40 years in jail. So that makes me sick.
Tell you, some of them cases about these people that's been in jail forever and were innocent, just those are heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Could you imagine giving up 30, 40 years of your life over something you didn't do?
And it happens.
And I tell you what, there is no monetary figure you can get that's going to make up for that.
Yeah, I agree.
They have a recorded call with Mary.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need the recorded call with Mary. They got him on Voices Behind the Wall. He's said, he's not denied it many a times. I just don't. Just, I think y'all get my stance on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
CNN Mary said he confessed and he did on the phone call. FBI said he was the most messed up guy, but not in the exact words.
Well, maybe they'll do something. Maybe not.
Well, was that FBI or was that Utah? I'm pretty sure that was Utah that questioned him. I don't think it was the FBI.
Oh, I don't know.
JJ Dynamite, we get you. Thank you. Calm down now. I've been like, I think they're misreading me on this. I don't want him to get out. I hope he doesn't. I hope he is prosecuted, but you know, there's a lot of people who get away with bad shit. Casey Anthony, right there.
Yeah, and O.J. Simpson, I think he was guilty. So, my opinion.
You know, I think O.J. was definitely at least involved. But I think that dude, the serial killer guy, might have been the one that did it. I swear I do. Remember that? Where they said that he had Nicole's pendant? We watched the whole thing on it. You don't remember that? Glenn something.
No, I don't think it was him, but I think he tried to take credit for it, maybe.
No, he was saying he didn't do it.
Oh, really? I don't know. OJ had something.
His mom had a pendant, and they said it was Nicole's pendant.
Where'd she get it from? I wonder.
I don't know. Well, she got it from her son, Glenn, the one that was the serial killer. Doesn't matter which character in the case you're talking about, you could convince yourself they did it. Yeah. I could convince myself any of them did it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, like, say there was the secret grand jury, what the time between that and the actual arrest is. How much time's in between that period? Like if they bring back, like if they decide, you know, it can be tried. I wonder how long it is before the arrest is after that.
I guess it depends.
I tell you, if Allie is being truthful that she cannot speak about Summer's case, that what Miss Glass was saying earlier makes a lot of sense. that maybe she has testified to a grand jury.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that would be a hell of a good thing.
That's maybe where Candace is. Oh,
Well,
are they part of the grand jury? The suspect.
well, she's still. Well, yeah, the suspect ain't part of the grand jury.
See, I don't know how that works. I'm stupid. So.
The grand jury is like the prosecution lays out their case in front of a jury,
Oh, okay.
and they decide if they have enough to move forward.
Oh, okay. To take it to a trial.
Y'all been seeing the stuff on the correctional helping a convicted killer escape jail?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I've seen that on YouTube.
What's she talking about?
A lady that worked in the jail helped.
Oh yeah, that blonde-headed woman.
Hold the door open for him.
So it was another case like them other two. Remember that? That was a guard that helped them.
And I think the weird thing, he only had a week left. It said on there, or something like
You
that.
got to be a dumbass to break out of jail a week before you're released.
And she was getting ready to retire and get her pensions. Not no more. She put that in like before she did it. How stupid, really.
They would be arrested immediately after the indictments go out. How long is it before the indictments go out, though? After they decide, I wonder. She got fired today.
Good.
The cop.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Dave Chappelle get tackled? I know you seen it, Pam. You was telling me about it. That was wild, wasn't it? Boy, they curb stomped that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
Yeah. They're not taking felony charges on him.
I don't know if tackling somebody should be a felony.
He had a freaking gun with a knife in it.
Well, yeah. Why do you reckon he would tackle him to begin with?
I
Then?
don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
That was wild. Mountain Girl 212 is a real person. I'd love to see you and Harsh talk to MG.
Is it a channel or?
No, he wasn't going to be released in a week. She was retiring in a week. He was serving a 75-year sentence for murder.
See, I caught the last of it, so I got that. So 75. Okay, that makes more sense.
Well, I guess the timing don't really matter for her because she's screwed after that anyway. It's not like after she helps him escape, she can draw her retirement, right?
That's what she's planning on, I think.
No, I'm saying the timing don't really matter. But she wasn't. Well, she was just going to hide him at her house?
I don't know.
They probably issue the arrest warrant and then cops go get you, or people turn themselves in or something. Yeah.
They broke his arm in the tackle when they tackled that guy.
Do what?
The guy they broke his arm when they tackled.
Oh, did they?
Him. Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Dave Chappelle was ready to kick the shit out of him. I think he got a few in.
He just kept on going on with the show.
Yeah, and Chris Rock runs over there. Who was that? Will Smith?
Oh my God.
I was like, dude, Will Smith punked you in front of the world.
That was real.
I wouldn't be joking about it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think it was real. I really do.
Yeah.
Or it could have been for ratings. I don't know.
Yeah, the ratings go down times.
What the hell is going on with the chat? Look.
I don't know.
Oh, thank God. There we
Praise
go.
for a minute, guys. Sorry.
Sorry. Guy was armed, all jacked up. And you know, honestly, if that was a activist like they said, how are you helping your cause by attacking Dave Chappelle? There's a guy in my area who went to the jail to retrieve a gun that was taken, and once inside, he was arrested on a warrant. Daughter was in the car. He never told them. Wow. I tell you what, I wouldn't be going to jail for nothing if I had a warrant, would you?
No.
Sold her house for under half of what it was worth. They had fired her. He might have already killed her for all we know. She served his purpose. Crazy stuff.
So are they still on the run?
Oh, they're on the run? I thought they were in custody. There's a guy in my area who went to jail. Oh, shit. Wrong one. His arm was going opposite way. Ugh. I bet that hurt. Don't you?
Yeah.
What else happened recently? There was something else, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. What?
I don't know. The Judd lady died. We talked about that. That was awful. They're on the run. Okay. You did just catch the end of it, didn't you? You didn't catch the fact they were.
Still fugitive.
Where was that at? Who should we be warning they could be in your area? Jamie Foxx and another rap guy roughed them up. Yeah, they were on that shit. Yes, on the run. That's what I was trying to say in my opinion. It's terrible. They're on the run. U.S. Marshals are trying to find them. Tell you what, the Marshals get that ass. They got a 6-hour head start.
Thank you, Tina. That's Tina. Tina, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
Does it have a message? Mine don't have a message on it. Does that say something?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Tina. It's nice of you.
Did was you hear when she was saying Riley got depression from COVID?
Mm-mm.
Like they say, after COVID takes its spell down the line, you can get depression from it. Cause
It messed me up. I didn't feel normal until here lately. I still a little bit off. But, you know, my hair's starting to fall out. And I was looking at why. And it's from COVID. It says it can cause stress. And like 3 months later, you start losing your hair. I got so much hair, it don't bother me. But I've just noticed that every time I brush my hair, I get a big old clump of hair. Another effect from it.
Wondering if the child in Indiana has ever been identified. You know, I don't know. The one in the suitcase, I think, is the one we're talking about. I know I seen something though. They was talking about the guy that found that was having a hell of a time coping with it. I'm sure too, you know.
Yeah. Well, I hope Riley gets better. I know maybe they put him on some medication.
Yeah. Depression is rough.
You know, especially on a younger person.
John Brandy forwarded the response from Senator Blackburn regarding my email to her about Summer's case.
Okay, we'll look at it.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Thank you.
There is a lot of weird shit going on right now. People everywhere.
What do you mean?
Like the guy in the suitcase, the kid in the suitcase in Indiana. Indiana is, I'm sure they've done ruled out, Michael, I hope.
All the sick people. The other
Right.
sick people. There's a lady in Florida who was killed by the ex when she went to pick up her child. I forget her name. I think it started with a C, but I've been keeping up to date with that. They found her body finally. I think her name was, I forget.
Jennifer, did you hear the guy that said if you confess, you'll get out of jail in 10 months, talking about JSB, Jody Sue? I seen something about that. The boy in the suitcase is black. Oh, is he? I didn't realize that. Indiana case, the little boy was 5 and African American.
Oh, wow. Right around that age, it seems like. All these kids go missing. It seems like it's right around 4, 5, 6.
I seen that in the comments the other night. Me and Harsh's live people were talking about, there was somebody talking about that they all seem to be 5 years old, around the age.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a lot of that's got to do with they're disappearing before they start school, and they can tell people something's been happening to them. That's what I thought about the summer thing in the beginning. But you never know. Maybe these sickos, that's a preference, you know, if it's a trafficking issue. I've sat on a grand jury for a year. When they indict, they immediately go to arrest, but they might still be hearing testimony. Right? Yeah, yeah, you're right there too. Maybe the Allie's testified, but there's still more going on. Boy,
I'm excited.
That kind of gives me a little bit of hope.
That'd be nice.
But she'll turn around and go sell out and be on somebody's live in a week.
I'd be glad when the West trial starts. You know,
We'll
keep up to date on that. When do you know when that's supposed to be?
I don't know. I haven't heard. They said it was obvious he was well taken care of per teeth and clothing. Well, damn, you think they'd be able to match him up pretty quick then, you know?
Yeah. Sad.
Because if he's well taken care of, I'm sure somebody's missing him.
In that case, it'll probably be the parents, because if they haven't reported the son missing, there's something going on there. You know what I mean? You know when your kid's missing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Even if they find Summer's body and she was as aid on her pelvic bone to be broke. I'm not sure about that.
It makes me sick when Dawn says she'll never be found. I keep on thinking about that last couple of days.
Yeah.
It's disturbing. Why would the parents say that? I would always have hope to find her. I wouldn't say that.
Have you all seen Haley Cummings' case? She was 5 and they never found her. Yeah, I've heard of Haley Cummings a little bit. I haven't seen a lot on her. We're going to go to somebody else. We're putting Harmony's video out today, and then we're going to work on
some reaction videos, and we'll do another kid, I think.
Yeah, we're going to start putting out more different kids while things seem to be at a stall right now.
We might do a poll and give y'all some choices.
Yeah. Every time somebody tells me they homeschool their kid, I get suspicious.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to say it, but you almost got to be a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First, I thought it might be Cody Bigsby from Virginia. He's not been found yet.
Wow. One of the West boys, but probably not.
Well, you never know. You know, I don't know, you know, without knowing how close they can hone that age in.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what Harsh said.
About what?
That's what I was going to say. You're going to be more specific. Harsh said a lot. Have you discussed Michael Vaughn?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a pretty big live about Michael on Wednesday.
You should go back and watch it. It's a lot of.
You should watch it. That's Harsh was here with us, and Harsh has done a lot on Michael Vaughn.
He's hired a private investigator.
Well, he's tried, and
I thought he did. He said.
I thought he said that they said they wouldn't take it if it had to do with Fruitland.
Oh, I thought he did.
He said he'd only do it with the FBI, and they refused. Thought you were here Wednesday.
He asked that to Brandy, but I don't mean. I thought he's still.
The PI he has doing stuff is on Tim Mullins, not Michael Vaughn.
Oh yeah, like it was Michael Vaughn.
No.
The family don't have to be involved to have PI, anyways, right? You would think.
I'm just telling you what the man said. I don't know, okay? He wasn't getting out of jail. He was already convicted of murder and sentenced to 75 years. Yeah.
Kyle, you think a woman would know better, you know, to ruin her whole life over a man? What's the percentage of people that escape and really get away with it? It's probably not.
Probably
very
retire.
low.
She worked all her life.
Yeah.
About ready to retire. Just threw all that shit away for some convict.
She could find her another thug out there.
I tell you, convicts are damn good at conning people.
Yeah, women, especially older women that are probably lonely. They probably see them and like, oh yeah, I can get her to do whatever I want her to. Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know, when people are kind of puppy love or whatever, they don't care what people say to them. You know, they just do what they want to do.
I ain't never been in puppy love bad enough where I'd do that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
There ain't no woman on planet Earth ever. Well, I'd probably break you out, but
yeah,
that's about it.
Hey, baby, leave the door open, and I'll. What does he have to offer?
I don't know. Before I'd break you out, I'd see how shit was going without you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, how's my days been going since Brandy's been incarcerated?
Oh, really?
And if they wasn't a struggle, I'd probably leave you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be in there in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. She may have better luck getting a man at the bar.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe offer a little bit more than a prisoner.
You know, I was always told you're not going to meet your wife at the bar. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
You know? Or protect a man when you know they're responsible for killing your child. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that happens a
That
lot.
happens a lot, too.
Sick. Very sick. When a woman chooses their man over their kids.
And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Traveled down to Alabama this week and went through Tennessee and asked 5 or 6 people if they had heard about the Summer Wells case. Every one of them said no, never heard about it. I was floored.
Wow.
Wow.
It's bigger on YouTube, but like on the news and stuff, there's not a lot. I haven't seen.
I mean, there's a good bit on WJHSL,
Yeah.
but you know,
National
I don't know
news,
how wide of a range it has in Tennessee. Apparently, not a ton.
Like Harsh was saying, this is just a few kids. There's more, you know, things that happen we just don't know about because the media don't put it out there in front of our face.
Yeah.
You know, they don't cover it as much.
Well, I mean, if you just look at the numbers for Michael Vaughn and then the numbers for Summer Wells, it tells you it's not equally divided up.
Right.
Who gets coverage and who don't.
Right.
My mom and dad met at a bar. They were together 40 years later. I didn't say it couldn't happen. I'm just saying this is what I was told.
That's cool.
They're offering a $10,000 reward for info leading to the capture of the inmate and $5,000 for the officer.
Let's go on manhunt.
Let's go look for them. Where do we start? Where'd they break out of? Who knows that? What state was that in? There's a lot of people that don't follow true crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Still though, I would have thought in Tennessee it would have been really popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I know if that was here, we'd have probably heard about it.
Target audience is like women, like middle age, my age. Not a lot of men. There is some men, but mostly women.
I know, and I don't get why there ain't more dudes that keep up with that stuff.
Yeah, me.
I met my husband at a bar. I see everybody. I didn't say it wasn't possible.
They're just telling you. Okay, just letting you know.
That's where I met Brandy, a strip club. She was dancing.
Yeah, on the pole.
You was on the pole, wasn't you?
Yeah. I see myself work. Yeah. I'd be hiding behind the pole. I'd be so shy.
Yeah, Brandy be over there like covering herself behind the pole.
I have a winter coat on.
That's why we couldn't do Naked and Afraid. I don't think I could do that. Walk up to some stranger.
No.
You know that?
Mm-hmm.
I keep hearing there's nothing in town from everyone that goes there says there's no sign of anything relating to summer. That's what Dixie said too, wasn't it?
It's awful. Especially in that local area. You think there would be, everybody would know and there'd be stuff up.
Well, see, you know, Harsh was talking about that with Michael Vaughn. That's what they've done a ton of is putting up posters.
That don't mean a lot, but
I think the one thing that posters could possibly do, though, would be to make somebody crack.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing it every day. You know, maybe eventually that would get to them. So I would pepper them up everywhere if it was my kid.
Yeah, Donna, the psychic, she did a reading, Michael, but somebody was saying that she never finished it. She got up and left. I don't know if that's true or not.
Come on, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
There you go.
I tell you what.
I think Beth was better than Dog, in my opinion, at finding people. I think she's just as smart. What do you think? No?
I think she was probably an important part of the team.
Yeah.
I know she wasn't in Mexico when they arrested that makeup dude when they got in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
She picked him up as he slipped away from a group work release program, and they drove her police cruiser to another car, and she parked the cruiser in a lot 4.5 miles away.
So they had it all planned out, I'm sure. Who knows where they are?
Why does a damn convicted murderer out on work release? It just seems like you wouldn't let them have that much freedom.
And they didn't notice it for 6 hours? Is that what you said? Head start at 6 hours?
Well, somebody was saying they had a 6.5 hour head start.
That could be anywhere then.
Remember the flyer that was on top of Summer's house? Tim Mullen has it out by the road hanging from bungee cords.
Well, that's good.
Well, I mean,
They did that.
Yeah, that's it's doing them more good there.
Mm-hmm.
I never got why it was on the damn roof to begin with. I was like, who's
Neither.
going to see that?
Yeah.
Remember, Tim Mullins, I can't.
Is he just doing this for free? Is that what are they paying him to do this?
He's supposed to be their media manager.
I
I don't know how that really works as far as.
You know, you have to be making money doing it, or you probably wouldn't.
Dolly was afraid to be there at night, so creepy. He needed a sidekick. Dolly should have hollered at me, man. I'd have met him up there.
Yeah.
I would be out on Ben Hill after dark.
No. It'd be like, what's that? No, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, I know. Where
The
you
hills
gonna
go.
go. The hills have eyes.
That'd be bad.
Them hills have eyes scenario happened to you, wouldn't it?
That one or the wrong turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's in West Virginia.
You can get some wrong turn scenarios on Ben Hill. Yeah, it'd be a wrong turn, wouldn't it?
That would be scary as heck.
Oh, shit. She was the lead officer over transporting inmates. Well, they picked a bad lead officer, didn't they? Oh, and being the lead officer over the transfer probably give her a lot of ability to manipulate how that went down.
That sucks. She was probably getting paid good, and her pension would have been good. Threw all that away. Had a good retirement.
She wasn't by herself. What do you reckon she did? Tell her partner and be like, hey, I'm going to take dude to, what? How did it take that long to figure that shit out? Right?
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel. I'd be scared to be on Ben Hill during the day.
Yeah. There's some weird shit that goes on there.
I'll tell you what, they got some chicken fighting going on out on Beach Creek because I seen a big setup for it. You never know. That could be part of the reason Summer come up missing. Don got a $100,000 debt from his chicken getting his ass whipped all the time.
Maybe.
You never know. People that'll fight chickens and watch them kill each other are pretty horrible people, in my opinion.
I couldn't do that. I can't. Dog fights, that's awful. People do that. I could never do that. That's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awful.
People that watch that crap or would watch it have some issues. I think so.
They're saying that they signed him out for a mental evaluation, I'm thinking.
Got it.
She wasn't supposed to be moving him by herself either. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. You would think that's not the policy for transporting murderers, would you?
Mm-hmm.
She sent 4 officers in 2 vans with inmates so she could take him alone.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what she told them. Hey, I'll be right back.
She was their boss. It ain't like they could be like, no, we ain't doing that,
Oh, yeah. True.
I read somewhere that there's a cellar somewhere on the Wells properties. They said that Dawn's grandmother was a doomsday prepper and had a large stash of stuff. Well, I know they said the one shed had a downstairs. right?
Yeah. We've been trying to prep. We need to prep more. Everybody should have extra stuff on
Hey,
hand.
the way shit's going right now, you better be prepping.
Yeah, at least be able to make it, what, for 30 days? At least 60.
I think we'd go 6 months right now if we had to.
We've got a lot of rice, a lot of beans, a lot of oatmeal stuff, peanut butter, stuff like that.
Yeah,
No, won't go bad.
yeah. We might have to eat oatmeal for dinner, but
Yeah.
they are considered armed and dangerous. At this point, he has nothing to lose. You be careful. Do not approach. He is 6'9". He is a big fellow. 6'9", boy.
Wow.
It's going to be hard not to stick out at 6'9", ain't it?
I wonder where they are. That's creepy. You think they would? You think they have connections where they told somebody else, or who knows?
This is an ingenious comment here. How does a career prison guard allow themselves to get involved with an inmate? Blows my mind.
Yeah, me too.
He must be really good at bullshitting. That's a brilliant comment, because if she waited to the end of her career before she got talked into something like that, that's
She must be really
strange.
good. Yeah.
That is a good point.
Mm-hmm.
They claim the entrance is in the basement, possibly under DNC's bed.
So the secret room. Is that what it's talking about?
Yeah.
There might be. So I heard something. It goes to the building underground. I don't know if that's true.
Shit.
That'd be creepy if that was true.
Everyone needs to get a life straw or a water filter system, and they just showed on the news what they would look like walking beside each other.
I've heard of those life straws. We need one of those.
Yeah, somebody was telling us about them the other day. I was like, yeah, we need one of them. Yeah, she's a damn idiot. I don't know how he talked her into that.
Yeah, me either.
Thanks, I was due for brilliance eventually. Only took 47 years. Well, you're there, Lisa. You nailed that one. That
Yeah.
was a very good point. You know?
Yeah.
Jody Sue thinks she owns all that land. Don't want nobody up there, though she herself held no title to any land.
That's weird.
That's true too, Pam. They act so territorial about the land over there, you know?
Mhm.
She acts pissed off that somebody would dare try to move there. Like she owns it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you think they're all together doing something shady as hell.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be doing that all.
They said her ex-hubby just died about 6 months ago. I think it might
Oh,
what she might be distracted. Yes, that's okay. Now that
that makes sense. Yeah. At a low point, somebody
Yes.
take advantage of you.
Oh, and a piece of shit would do that too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They could be anywhere. You guys should go check out this story. They might be in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, anywhere. Where did they escape some? I still haven't seen that. Have you?
The state. and
Yeah.
I can look it up.
Love After Lockup or whatever. Yeah, they had that. That was on, the preview was on last night. It comes on tonight.
That's one of our shows we watch.
Yeah, it's one of our shows we watch. When we do the live channel, I really want to try to do a live about that stuff for people that want to watch it. I'd love to do that. By the way, the new channel is going to be JDTC Live. And hopefully it'll be ready soon.
Mm-hmm.
Florence, Alabama.
I just thought we'd just keep it the same. That way people don't find us, you know.
Yeah, they say a lot of people agree that it's better to keep it real similar because that's our brand.
Yeah. Alabama, yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Alabama's about 8 hours from here, I think. I know that's how long it used to take us. Those straws were first developed in Central Africa, where the water is scarce and often found to be not fit for drinking. Those straws were distributed to all the locals for use. That's awesome.
They had a 2-year-long relationship, so they had a relationship before her husband died, or her ex-husband. I was reading on here.
Disky said, I bet they find her dead and in Alabama. Yeah.
That's sad.
Because he's a murderer, right? And he stands a better chance of being by himself than with somebody as far as ability to be spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Can you post address P.O. box? Yes, we can. We love getting mail.
Anything.
We get excited when we get mail from you guys.
Yeah. We're trying to get our channel straightened out that way.
Yeah.
Be good. I think by doing the other channel on lives, it'll help this one.
Yes.
I think the issue is, just to let y'all know, a lot of people coming in and out of the lives. It messes up your metrics or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And your videos don't get seen as much for some reason.
Yeah.
So.
And, you know, anything I'm going to do, I want to do it to the best of my ability.
Yeah, he's just like that. I'm like that too, but.
So I had new info from the neighbors saying there were a lot of Mexicans up there on that hill. Really?
Suspicious. The whole U-Haul and Jose thing, I'm with kind of harsh. I think something more is, you know.
You're not with me.
Oh, you're like that too, yeah.
Said that all along.
Yeah, there's something more to that, and it might have been more than one time.
Oh, because Harsh said it carries more credibility.
Oh, I can't remember you said it or not.
If everyone would click the share button and copy the link, it helps the channel out.
Yeah, if y'all would and hit like anything or watch, you know, our other videos or.
Yeah, me and Brandy are stupid when it comes to what will help compared to a lot of you guys. If y'all got some suggestions, we'd love to hear them. Yeah. I find it weird that the inmates knew about their affair and never disclosed it or used it as a get out of jail free card. Right?
Yeah, really, that's crazy.
So so they were having an affair
for 2 years
before her husband died.
Yeah.
If that's true, right?
Yeah.
I've enjoyed this. Happy Mother's Day, Brandy, and all other ladies.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I want to give all y'all a happy Mother's Day. You know, because I think everybody in our chat is probably pretty good mothers.
Mm-hmm.
How about new name, in my opinion, with JDTC?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What'd you say?
I don't want to screw up brands. JDTC Live. Oh, thank you, Mary Gross. And I want to thank everybody that
thank you, Mary.
Gave super stickers and super chats and stuff.
It helps.
Yeah.
It definitely helps. And we do thank everybody for donating.
During our live with Harsh, because y'all seen it. I couldn't get a word in edgewise, so I couldn't think nobody. It's Harsh's fault. How did her husband die? That's a good question. They were having an affair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One of y'all first time catching live wanted to mention FBI always involved with child cases, card team, federal and state office. Always involved?
I didn't know that.
We've been in some lifestyle. Oh, shit. We've been given several lifestyles per household during the Flint water crisis when we couldn't even touch the water or consume it, especially when we first had no access to clean water.
Oh, really? That's awful. Where is that at?
Oh, I guess she's saying life straws and autocorrect got her.
Oh, okay.
In Michigan, when they had the big, you heard of that, right?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
How that happened. Shit. Missed somebody. Yeah, thank you, Mary.
Thank you very much.
Yep, they are sent out immediately.
What?
I'm sorry, guys. We get lost between different things, and sometimes we don't get what we're talking about. They are sent out immediately.
FBI?
Yeah, I don't think they're always assigned to the case, and especially I know they ain't doing it 10 months later. You know?
I was looking it up.
I knew about the response team, but, you know, Michael's been missing for, let's see, 8 months now? Right at it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the child abduction rapid deployment team. Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's odd that there's still somebody on Michael's case this long after. Because I know that's not common.
The FBI will initiate a kidnapping investigation involving a missing child of tender years. I don't know what that means, even though there's no interstate aspect to it. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. That's good. God, you would think with the FBI, I wish there was an agent assigned to Summers' case.
Yeah, me too.
There's a 12-year-old missing. I can't remember her name. They showed it on court TV last night with Vinnie Paulson.
Oh, really?
Oh, I mean, I bet you, I don't even know how you could keep up with them every day.
Yeah.
There's so many that goes missing. One of my neighbors near DNC talking to Dolly was saying Don stayed gone most of the time. He said he was there pretty much lots of activity at 110. Don stayed gone most of the time, but there was a lot of activity. There was a lot of activity. I think we know what that was about. Allows them to work across state lines. Apparently the city they live in is on the border of states.
Oh.
Yeah. Kidnapping has a ransom. Abduction is different. Yeah, Don always says abduction.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said kidnapping once. FBI was involved at start of Summers. Yeah, I wish they still was.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Taking forever.
I don't know that I trust even the TV ID.
Yeah, me either. Well, I don't know.
I don't know if I trust any of them,
Yeah.
but the way TBI handled that case, them kids that are missing, that the house burnt down and they never found their ashes, but yet they don't think it's suspicious, really
Messed up.
Yeah. More folks would reach out to the upper senators and representatives of Tennessee. We may can get a light on Summer.
Yeah, nice. Something.
It'd be nice to do what somebody was talking about and get a case audit. I don't know. It'd be nice to find out exactly what the process for that is, you know? Because senators look for distraction all the time, just saying, yes, we may find some senator that's got some scandal going on and be more than willing to look into Summers' case. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
July 27th is the day Michael went missing. Yeah, I knew that. I can't do the math in my head. I'm having a bad day for some reason. August before.
What? How many months?
9. Right at 9.
Yeah.
Seems like TB is staying quiet and not giving info to sheriff. From what I've seen, may be wrong. See, in a perfect world, they'd be working together.
Right.
And, sharing everything, but who knows, Jody Sue, in my opinion, has mental problems.
Yeah, she might.
She struggles.
It bugged me. She knew all that stuff was going on and never did anything about it. With kids and animals and stuff, what she was saying.
We're coming up on 9 months that Michael's been missing. Yeah.
Very sad.
The thing with Jody Sue to me is she witnessed so much. And then, that Fred Hill, he's witnessed so much and other people. And Dawn and Candace were swearing up and down that they never
oh, crap. Knocking the table.
hung out with anybody outside of church. But yet, and then they act like, we don't know our neighbors. We found out since then we got some pretty good neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you lying ass. You knew Jody Sue pretty damn well.
Mm-hmm.
He made it out like I got the film before I learned that they had just moved there.
Yeah, I mean,
by the way they talked, I had no idea they had been there that long. I thought, they know none of their neighbors.
Didn't make a lot of sense.
It's weird. That's wild to me that nobody talks about that. Why is he saying he don't know none of his neighbors?
Yeah, it's strange. Don don't make a lot of sense, everything he says. What dad, I don't know.
You know, it makes you think that when he said, you know, we don't know our neighbors,
Mm-hmm.
that makes you think they're up to something shady and he don't want no connection
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, usually there's a reason they say what they say.
See, if you think about stuff that's been said just like that, and you keep adding them up, man, there's a million reasons why this stinks to high heaven. Have TBI given any public statements? In West Boy's case, seemed like nothing was getting done, but once arrested, we found they were doing tons. Hopefully the same with Summer. Yep, you're exactly right. And that's what we're all hoping, because the West Boys thing come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was expecting that. I'm shooting for 10 words or less, John. Hey, let's keep it under 10. You know, maybe 8. I'm just playing. Jody Sue's Andrew was Dawn's drug dealer. Same guy H says Candace had on her phone. It's done. They are all connected. Yeah, I think the more you look at it, I just don't know if they're all connected and what's happened to Summer. Allie had testified at grand jury. That must mean Jody Sue did not, since she's still talking. Yeah, so I doubt that all Allie testified. Well, I mean, nobody said it was a guarantee. We're just saying that could be one of the reasons she can't talk now. And, you know, they dismissed Jody Sue's scream very quickly. Maybe they don't need Jody Sue to testify, and they don't think Jody Sue has shit to do with it.
Yeah.
You know? Jody Sue not stopping speaking doesn't, you know, mean that still can't be the case with Allie. It just means that she might not have had anything to do with it. Separation between state and federal laws or jurisdictions for some crimes are areas that need uniforms or unification more effectively, and that dependent on less accountable transparency between forces. Thank you, Bonnie Bailey.
Thank you, Bonnie. Very kind. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Anybody, let's see here, that donates.
Thank you, everybody that donated. Did we miss Mary or we catch her?
We caught Mary.
Okay. I read somewhere that Jody Sue's Andrew said he saw Summer's body. Somewhere.
Who said that? Who?
Jody Sue's old man.
Mm.
I
didn't hear that. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's true.
I haven't heard that. I don't doubt it, but I think Allie cannot talk because she has her own court over H and him being fostered, in my opinion.
Oh, the $5 for your hat. Get a better hat. That's an ugly old hat, isn't it?
I love this hat, man. I've had it since me and Brandy met.
I'm like, it embarrasses me to take it off.
I think it looks good how broke in it is, man.
Yeah. They're not really bad.
Oh, man, I feel so bad, man. I don't like my hat. Way to go. You made her right. Now, after this, that's all I'm going to hear the rest of the day.
What?
Told you that hat was ugly. Told you shouldn't wear it. See? I think somehow she's involved.
Who knows? Maybe.
Maybe. Don would be an annoying pot customer. I get the sense he would try to up $10 constantly, never paying up and talking crap for no reason.
Yeah, counting change.
Yeah, he'd be one of them. He'd buy a joint at a time, and you'd have to deal with him about 10 times a day. You know? Hey, man, can you front me till payday? Don seems like a guy like that, don't he?
Yeah.
When does Don get out of jail? 6 months from February the 7th, if he meets all of his requirements. We're hoping he don't get out.
Mm-hmm. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yes. And I don't know. It's like we talked about on the live. Harsh has a bad feeling he might get out. I have a bad feeling now because Harsh has convinced me. But we still have hope, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that could be what leads to the break, is if he does get charged there. I think that could be something.
Then he'll start maybe throwing it. I don't know. People are the best thing.
If he gets to where he thinks he's never getting out of jail, I feel like he's one of those gonna be like, I got nothing left to lose. I should bring them all down with me. You know?
My opinion, like, I can't believe they've held out so long if they did, if they had something to do with it, especially Candace sticking to the story and on.
I hope he gets expedited to Utah.
Yeah.
Us too.
Yep.
And it's very possible.
If he was doing that at a young age, I'm thinking he probably has done it after that. Not only this summer, maybe.
Nobody, and that's, well, they say there's like 7 people now, or 8 maybe the last time I heard. But
disturbing.
And that's what you always hear on Dr. Phil and stuff, that people that do that, they do it throughout. They don't take, years off and stuff like that. So
that little friend that stayed with Summer, I'd be her mom. I'd be not. I don't know.
I would definitely
be asking
some questions. She's always right. Just saying.
Who?
You, I'm assuming.
Yeah, most of the time. You don't think that, though.
If that hat means something to you, please keep wearing it.
You just pick it.
I just like it, man. Got awful hard on the hat this morning.
I think it's just like a good pair of shoes. You get them worn in and you hate to throw them away. Right.
Man, I don't like old shoes. I like my hat.
Well, I'm just saying similar. Okay.
I'm so ready for someone to be charged and arrested. Gwendolyn, amen to that. And
me too.
Like I was telling y'all the other night, I don't know if anybody paid attention, but that's the great thing about Harmony's case. They got both of them in jail for different shit, but they got them in jail. Poor Dolly said he couldn't get his rental car up the driveway. Was he allowed to go up the driveway? I don't doubt that. That driveway is a mess. That's Don's cop speed bump. I'm telling y'all. That's why he don't fix that shit. He's like, I'm going to hear him coming. The dogs will let me know. That's why he's got all them dogs, maybe. Too. Yeah. CPS. It's all Don's warning system. I don't see Don going to Utah because just he said, she said, a state of limitation. No, the statute of limitation is not going to come into effect. Hope I'm wrong. Don't want to get hopes up. Right. And Brandy's usually like that. She looks at everything in the worst case scenario. That way, if it turns out like that, she's not disappointed.
And I'm bad. You shouldn't be like that, but that's how I live my life. It's bad. I think of the worst, so if anything, happens, I'm not disappointed.
I tell you though, but if the situation is how everybody understands it, like it is, okay, that there's these people that are willing to testify against him. There's 7, 8. And I know we do have tons of recordings where Don admits to what he has done.
Right.
Right? You put that into it. It almost seems like that would be enough for a conviction, right?
Yeah.
You would think. Nice. Like I said, I'm not saying he won't.
It'd be nice.
I don't know. That seems like enough to me, I'm just worried that, I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up and then be disappointed. I'm saying I'm worst. If worst, I'm expecting. If better, that's great.
There you go.
Yeah. Put hat in dishwasher. My hat ain't dirty. It's old and faded. Okay, let's stay off my hat.
Really? You could dye it.
Could I?
Yeah.
Cover up the swoosh
probably
and dye?
Fall apart.
It'd probably fall apart if I washed it at this juncture, wouldn't it? Or if it smells. Oh, it smells like a man.
No, thank you.
John, you have the best mods.
Thank you.
They're good people. Good people. Somebody was saying they got banned, and I was like, I don't think so.
No, we didn't ban nobody.
I didn't see nobody get banned.
And the Live with Harsh. I didn't either.
Charges have been brought by the state, and DW will be extradited to Utah to face those charges. No charges have been brought yet.
Mm-mm.
All they did was question Dawn. They haven't filed charges yet.
Nope.
That's why everybody's waiting for her. And see, I think a lot of people, when it come out that he had been questioned, didn't realize, you know, that's just question. That hasn't, he hasn't had charges filed to this point. If you heard, Title to 110 has changed.
Hmm.
No, I haven't heard that. How's it changed? I'm so mad at autocorrect. It makes me say things I didn't. Nintendo.
It does that to me too.
Has there been a warrant for Dawn from Utah? No. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully it's coming, but as of right now, no. Because that's why we're still skeptical on that. Until that happens, we can't get ahead of the cart, you know? You know, how long ago was that live with Chris and Mary? That's been a while, right? I was waiting to hear something happen to his dad because Mary made it out like Dawn's dad was in bad shape, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I know that's the way I took it, and I'm thinking that's the way she said it, if I remember correct. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I tell you though, you hear about the stuff that happened when Dawn was younger with Mary and all them, and it really just burns my ass that the adults didn't do nothing to fix none of that. You know what? The live with Harsh went really well. No one was timed out or blocked.
That's what I was saying.
That's what I was saying. Me and Brandy even rewatched it and watched the chat.
Yeah.
Because we were like, I can't believe that. I never seen nothing. We usually get more trolls here, and I was expecting them too.
Everybody can have their own opinion. You just gotta be, you know, respect other people. Is all we ask. You know?
Yeah.
Not put people down.
Yeah, and we don't want you talking about minors a lot.
Right? Yeah. Nothing like that.
That's about all we got. You know? I don't know. I think it was somebody just trying to get a rise out of us, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or Brandy could have butt dialed them. Or
No,
butt timed
I don't
dialed them.
think I did. No.
Wasn't you?
Nope.
So I don't know then.
I don't know.
I don't know. And I don't know.
Drink too much coffee, can't sit.
I seen the other day where somebody it said a sheriff in Florida put their own daughter in jail. I was wondering if that was Grady. Do you may hear that? Yes, Liberty. He was served while in Hawkins County Jail as reported by WJHL. Ugh. He was served.
I don't think that's true.
No, that's not right. He was questioned. He wasn't served with an arrest warrant. He's putting the heat on Disneyland. I want Grady on live with JDTC. Bad. Grady's a busy dude. I'm sure he wouldn't
Come on, you come out here.
have time for us. It'd be nice though. I like him.
Go back and play it. Go back. Go,
I wonder if people doing lives talking about it online could have messed up the case in Utah. Did they go to police before giving statements online? That's a good question. You know, I know it wouldn't have helped the case. And I've thought about that, but I don't want everybody getting mad at me because I'm not saying nothing about Chris, but I wonder about having H online and Mary in that case online, if that can affect things. And I hope it hasn't. You know, I really do. His sisters, etc., did they report it first? They say they reported it first before they came out with Chris.
I don't know.
But I want to hope nothing would have hurt that. Yes, they did, or CM wouldn't have had Mary on. Yeah, I mean, I know they said they reported it first. I just hope all these people that have been out there, there's not something that can happen to her. I don't know what the law is on YouTube and hurting the case people involved, you know?
Right.
I would think the biggest problem would be with picking the jury, you know, have fun, make sure nobody on the jury had been watching YouTube.
Right.
And I'm sure there's tons of people that never watch YouTube.
Yeah.
I thought so. Jennifer, does your family call you? Oh, I'm sorry. Going into somebody's conversation. Let me get out of that and hide that. Sorry. Then he reported at 13. Here we go. Shit. It's been one of them mornings, man. It just will not work with me. It's what I'm worried about. Normally, PD would say, please stay quiet because of story a bit different. Defense could pick it apart.
Right.
Yes. And see, I never thought about it that way. That's a good point, Liberty Bella. That, I think, is where the problem would come in, because then the defense can bring all these people out that have been falsely accused and be like, look, it could have been them. It could have been this person. It could have been this person. That's a good thought. And I think that's probably the biggest risk to the case is what it will do for the defense that so many people have been out there and accused and stuff like that. It may be enough to raise doubt. I would go there for you if I could catch him. 11 words. I would go there for you if I could catch him. And we're going to have to give you more words because I didn't get that. Sorry about that, John. I was just asking one of your moms a question. Oh,
You can ask questions.
Ask them all you want.
I hit something that said poll. I hope y'all don't see that.
Yeah, Jennifer's like, poll.
I canceled it, okay? I just clicked on something and it did that, okay? Did it come up on yours?
Yeah. Did a poll pop up for anyone else? Poll. Yeah, everybody's seeing the poll.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you should make a poll real quick.
For what?
I don't know. Who thinks Dawn will go to jail from Utah charges?
Somebody said Miss Ziggy V won't talk about the case after the FBI went there. She was in here, apparently, I think.
Yeah, she was in here. We're not going to get into that because I don't want my mods getting attacked. Yes, my daughter doesn't like to be called Jenny, just Jen. Yeah, I don't like being John. I like to be called J to the Dizzle.
Wait, you want me to do a poll on?
Yeah, a yes or no poll. Will Dawn face charges in Utah? We'll see what the group says. Hurry up or the damn thing's going to be over before we get the poll up. Polls help algorithm. Why ain't y'all telling us this shit? We do polls all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all like polls.
Who said that?
Pam. God, hear me over here snorting. I got a cold. Mary also said her brother-in-law had essayed her for 6 years, never reported. Mary reported on Dawn's friends at 13, not Dawn. Mary's boyfriend beat them up per her interviews. Boyfriend. See, it's bad. I tried to name my 3 daughters names that were different.
That's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah. Did y'all have a lot of trouble agreeing on your children's names? We did the first one, then we were fine, weren't we? Did you get the poll up? All right. What is Dawn's existing felony in Utah for?
You know? I don't know. Somebody might know.
I'm not sure. If you look, there are so many charges on him and his son in Utah. Who knows? I mean, it's amazing. In Wisconsin, I seen some stuff. I don't know. I didn't think he had an existing charge, actually. I know he's in the 3-strike range, is what they were saying. Burglary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet that's the one where he was telling Chris that somebody had done something, and to get him back, he stole all their shit.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
I don't like people like you do. Everybody does stuff that might not be right, but you can't admit it. You know, you have to lie about it.
Statute of limitations. They say that does not affect it in Utah.
If it's a felony or no, if it's rape, I wonder how that works.
Well, see, that's a state thing anyway.
Oh,
There's
okay.
there's different statutes of limitations in each state.
Gotcha.
Because he admitted to being a Utah felon to the Hawkins police the night of the fight. I just read an article from October 14th, 2020. Well, that could just mean he had felony charges from Utah. And see, I think that ties into the problem with the gun, because he wasn't supposed to have the gun. That's why he got in trouble. That's why he got in trouble for the gun. Yeah.
We got 29 votes. Everybody else.
I thought
vote.
you meant there was a felony he hadn't been charged with in Utah. No, he's got felonies all over his record.
Yeah.
Many different things.
Him and his son. I know he's got a lot.
See, that's the problem. It's really hard when you look at the court records to determine which is which, because a lot of times it don't have the date of birth and it don't have a junior or a senior, and there's tons of them. Ain't there? Wow, the poll is going really well for Dawn facing the charges.
Yep.
Make sure everybody votes. And hit the thumbs up.
And subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah. No, I said existing felony in Utah. I'm very curious.
Yeah, me too. Maybe it was Bert or he stole that man's stuff. I don't know.
Was that in Utah when he stole all that dude's stuff? I think no statute of limitations in Utah. They say, yeah, Dixie, you're right.
That's probably what it is.
That's not going to be an issue from Utah. Apparently, I guess there is no statute of limitations for sexual assault in Utah. Garden variety criminal. Yeah. And there's no breaks in it. That's why I found it so interesting in the beginning. People would say, well, that's history, and I was like, dude, he just got arrested in October of the following year.
Right.
Hadn't even been a year without being arrested. I mean, you don't have to be no angel to go years without getting arrested, right?
Right.
Was he a minor with case against sister? Yes.
Was he? Yeah.
See, that makes me wonder how that plays into sentencing and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's a good point, Liberty Bella. We need a lawyer from Utah on the show. I might try to get one. That would be a good live, wouldn't it? Let me see if I can get a lawyer to come on Monday and see if they'll talk to us.
Yeah.
I can't see the poll.
Huh.
I don't know.
You might have to scroll up. I don't know how it does it.
Wonder how that works. Yeah, we need to find that out. That's a good question. Because if he's charged, I'm pretty sure he'd have to be charged. It'd have to fall at the age he was then, right?
Yeah.
When he committed the crime. He was a minor and he 100% won't be charged without proof. They claimed he did it as an 18-year-old also. That's the adult charge.
Oh, okay.
See, I never heard that. I thought it was 12 to 17 is what I heard. His age range is 12 to 19 and was his age when he started SA and Genie.
That's sick.
Yeah,
A teenager's thinking like that.
at 12. But he was sick, puking, and fever since Friday night, and then on Tuesday morning it swelled up so big and bang. Oh shit!
We're reading somebody else's.
Sorry, Dixie. Tim will get you 20. That's what they say.
What?
Messing with 10-year-olds will get you 20 years in jail.
It should give you life. My opinion.
There's General Jones. There he is.
Hey, General. You said General Jones. I can't talk today. General Jones. There we go.
Trying to find his comment. Run it by me again, General. I missed it. Don't know how you can prove he did something that long ago. That's why I said I think it would have been so much better if they could have got a confession out of him. Like I said, we're not saying he won't get busted for this, because he's said on many different lives and other things. He's admitted to it. He was doing it against Jeannie again at 19 when they were living back at the family home. The dad caught on and did nothing again but protect him. Yeah.
That's sick.
And you know, that mom shouldn't have put up with that.
You think she knew? You think the dad would tell her? Yeah. You think so?
Yeah, because it was their mom.
Right.
Don was their stepdad. Right?
Don, or his dad was stepdad.
Don Senior, the girl's stepdad was Don Senior.
Oh, okay.
Their biological mother was not a Wells.
Okay.
Right? Hope everyone has a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas.
Thank you.
I see forgery, theft, burglary, but there's like 43 charges, and that's just insane, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, General.
There's a lot.
And it's hard to distinguish between him and Junior on some of them, too.
Yeah.
Wish we could get Emily the Baker's opinion. She has 300,000 subs. She might be too big for us small potatoes.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to try to get some smaller people up. Weren't there other women outside of Dawn's stepsisters that he essayed that have came forward? Yes. They say there's 7 total, or 8. I think 7, but there could be 8.
That's awful.
So that would only, I think, well, you never know who they are either. You know,
He's been doing that since he was young. That's nasty.
Mom was divorced from the dad. Mary and Jeannie are stepsisters.
Gotcha.
Right.
For a dad not to, I don't know, do anything about that. That has to mess up Jeannie too, you know? Knowing that nobody will help her.
You know, it's
girl,
awful.
but...
You know, and they talk about this is generational. So, you know, when you look at Don, he is what he is because it's passed down.
Yeah.
Not that that's a damn excuse,
No.
because there's people that go through that and don't do it. So don't get me wrong. There's no excuse for it. But his dad wasn't no better.
So
I'm sorry to say that.
His dad do anything with that? Or do you know? Has he
I've
said
never
anything?
heard his dad
No.
get any accusations. In Madison, he admitted it, but also denied it with behavior panel interviews too. So he's gone both ways. It's frustrating. The attorney can use that. Plus, say, wow, I'll come now, put question to jury.
Right.
Yeah, it's no slam dunk, you know, but I don't know.
There's good evidence if they look for it or stuff they could use.
If they can use his own statements against him, like from the various times he's admitted to it,
They should be able to.
I would think
Because that's
they should be able to get his ass.
coming from him. It's not say so. It's out of his mouth, you know?
But without having that, I don't know if they could get him or not, you know?
Let's just pray that he gets in trouble for it and goes to jail, prison.
Yeah. He has admitted numerous times, then tried to blame her for it, said she ruined his life when he left Texas and went back to Utah.
Blaming her. That's sick. You know, little girl.
And you know, all the offenders do that too.
Mhm.
They're like, well, she started it. It's
Yeah, right.
gross.
A little girl like that don't even care about that stuff. Doesn't even know.
No, I wouldn't.
So it's nasty. Nasty.
All right, everybody. That's our 2 hours. Everybody have a great Mother's Day weekend.
Yes.
To all the moms, happy Mother's Day on behalf of JDTC. Thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks everybody for supporting the channel. We love you guys, and we'll see you Monday.
Bye. See you later. Alligator.